Number 3, beautiful building to the left of Flag Central, as you see there. That flag is absolutely enormous. It's almost the size of a football pitch. Women's 67, men's plus aces, all the heavyweight.
In the men's, we've got Baku Vodzic, but he actually lost in the first round. So the number 2 seed in the men's is out, and the bottom half of the draw has opened up.
So he'll be very pleased with that. Here's the bottom quarters. This is the final match in the women's quarterfinals here in the heavyweights. And Reshmie-Oogink of the Netherlands.
And
from Croatia, Eva Rados-Oogink, who was the flag bearer for the Netherlands in the opening ceremony. Given that honour, she's an absolute star of the sport, isn't she, John? And that's the lovely thing. You know, we've just seen the Pang a minute ago, who's waiting for the winner of this in the semi-final. Oogink herself is a little bit younger, but she, you know, she's won some big events. She's the number 2 seed here. She's world ranked number 7 at the heavyweight category. She's world ranked number 5 at the she's one of these that moves between categories on a regular basis. So she's not number 1 ranked in either, because she competes in 2, so she splits her events in half.
Yep, and one of the great things about Reshmie-Oogink is she's put in the hard yards. It didn't come easier to her at the start. Seen her in various competitions and open games, and just wasn't quite working for her. She couldn't figure out her own style, but she's put in the work with the Dutch national team, and she's really found a style that suits her and doesn't suit her opponents, because she presents them a lot of problems. Very athletic, and she's going to have to be, because Rados obviously bigger, stronger, and the Croatian in the centre of the ring. There's the punch from Reshmie-Oogink.
Rados is 19 years old, and she had a great first round victory over Ikonen of Sweden, which was a tough draw for her. She did well to beat the Swede by 15 points to 3, a comfortable win.
But it's not comfortable at the moment as the arm guard comes loose. As you say, a good win in that opening match has obviously given a lot of confidence here, Rados, but none more so than that push kick there. And it's the control of the ring. It's kind of like Ellen Johansson, the Swedish fighter, very strong on the standing leg, the non-kicking leg, and that takes so much conditioning. And again, the blocking there, kind of like Eva Calvo-Gomez style, just cuts down on the body armour, gives you no options. And the heavyweight women serving up a good match so far. Reshmie-Oogink just in trouble.
Well, she is. These two met actually last year at the European Championships here in Baku, and Rados won 3-0 in that particular bout. So Oogink will be a little bit concerned here in this bout, because she failed to score at all in 3 rounds, and that was quite a strange little just lost her footing there.
Just
she
the distance,
went in for the kick,
yeah, just overreached, and she's going to overstep the mark as well, and that's going to be a 2-point gap now.
Yes, the Croat, who, well, according to rankings, is certainly the underdog here, but head-to-heads, she also beat Oogink in Israel in 2013. Point back on the board for Oogink.
She's going to take a Congo for the punch on the inside there, a smile of disbelief. That is an opening period here. It's kind of a repeat of that match that you mentioned. Yeah. The dominance for the Croatian. Sometimes that's a difficult thing, is that if you're fighting someone that you've fought before, it can almost be like the 4th round of the last match. You're continuing to do the same pattern.
Well, you sort of could almost tell there was something, you know, that Oogink is, you know, a little bit concerned, I think, there. You know, we saw a couple of kicks from a long distance, you know, sort of having failed to score a single point in a whole bout and being beaten 3-0. She's actually never beaten Rados before. She's lost 3 times to her on the circuit. And, you know, it's going to be in her mind. So even though she does have a great record, she's here as the number 2 seed, she probably is going into this thinking, I'm actually the underdog in this bout.
For sure, and you can see it's been a comfortable start. Not easy work, but a comfortable start, as I say, for Rados. But that is the job of Reshmie-Oogink. She has to become a massive thought in the opponent's mind. She's got to get in there, cause some difficulties, but at the moment, it's the other way around.
Rados is lower ranked simply because at the heavyweight category she's ranked 44, but in the minus 73s she is higher ranked than Oogink. She's ranked number 3 at minus 73, so that's why Rados is actually the favourite in this bout.
Yep, and she's stamped her authority on it so far, but the Croat still has that Kyungo hanging against her. She's got to stay active, and Reshmie Oogink, as I mentioned, has good athleticism, good quickness off the spot, good speed, but she's not getting a chance to do that. And it seems like a very small detail, and that there's a good front leg turning kick, but it's that non-kicking foot, it's the balance on that leg. That's the feature of the new game. She stands there and takes it. We saw that with Jay Jones. We saw that various different athletes over the last couple of days. Ellen Johansson, very good at it as well. So key to have that standing leg in position.
Halfway through the contest, and it's a good one. It's definitely both athletes, yeah, 3-2. Netherlands have a yellow card hanging over them both in red.
Tries for the head kick, points to her coach.
She wants a card. And I think the body language from the Croat is that possibly there was a face kick here. She's looking a little bit disappointed there. She never moved, did she? Oogink came in, I think she was just caught a bit napping. Maybe she was looking at the scoreboard or something. We're going to see in a second.
Well, how close was that? We're not too sure.
Yeah.
The shake of the head could have been to say, nope, that never hit me. But again, we're in the crystal hall. We don't need the crystal ball. It's up to these men. They can look at what actually happened. And as I've said a couple of times previously, while this is happening, it's vital. Well, the card is pocketed, unsuccessful. But it's vital to make the decision what you're going to do after the video replay rather than stand and watch.
Yeah. That was interesting. That was the player. There's another point for Rados. And a fifth will come because of a Kyungo. Now, what was that Kyungo for? Because all she was doing was trying to attack.
I agree with you on that one. Maybe, again, on the referee's side, yeah, perhaps holding the foot on the way through.
Yeah, okay.
Perhaps,
so it wasn't the attack, it was the actual holding of her foot before she went into the attack. So, yeah, the referee will have a good reason. And another point for Rados. She is in control here. The number 2 seed may go out because Rados, who is on a 3-0 head-to-head, is looking as if, you know, she's in the driving seat here. She's not really having to do a lot. Some great counter-attacking from her as well.
And also one of the key points, that's at least the third or fourth punch that I've seen from the Dutch fighter Reshmie Oogink, and it's landing into a kind of double hand block. The Croat fighter's actually got both hands blocking the punch, so each time it's deadening the impact. So good adaptation so far from Rados.
Rados looks as if she's hardly breathing either. She's a fit girl.
No question about it.
She's obviously on form. She's had 6 events in 2015. She's won 2 golds, 3 silvers, 1 bronze. And one of those bronzes was at the World Championship. So Rados is definitely an athlete in form right now. And again, this could easily have been a semi-final. This is what I was talking about. There are so many quality athletes in the women's draw.
Yep.
And we haven't seen a weak quarterfinal. There's not been one single weak athlete in that quarterfinal.
And that's one of the things about the new rules, the new setup, the new system. The women's heavyweight division is one of the most exciting to watch. And that, as a Taekwondo fan for a long time, wasn't the case 10 years ago. It has changed so much improved. And I'd actually rather watch the female heavyweights than a lot of the other male categories. Yeah. And that is a big sea change in the way that the matches are being conducted. Testament to these female fighters' preparation. And a bit of a sea change in terms of what a fan would enjoy watching.
Yeah. Well, Oogink has got it all to do. Rados just hanging up there with the leg, just trying to block her away. There's a semi-final to come in about an hour's time here, so Rados will be very happy just to try and slow this one down, but Oogink has got it to do. I'm not sure Oogink has got a clue how she's going to score here.
I think that's what happens when the opponent gets into your head, because Oogink is constantly playing the match that Rados wants her to play. Tries with a head kick. She's tried with a bit of variety. You cannot fault the fighting spirit or the athleticism of Oogink, but it's that accuracy that's required, and that accuracy comes from confidence. If you believe that you can score it, you'll have at least a full go at it. A little bit tentative so far from Rados. Sorry, from Oogink.
She is trying everything, but the coaches, the Serbian coach, very vocal. The Dutch coach, possibly tellingly, he's not so vocal.
Yeah, it's all going a bit quiet.
Yeah. He realises this one is probably, unless Oogink can just pull a rabbit out of the hat.
Yep, needs a head kick, needs to get in, needs to throw at least a couple of kicks there, but it's good strength again. A feature of all of the Croatian girls we've seen with the Zaninovic sisters. And I know I'm like a broken record here, but the non-kicking leg, so good and so important, because the balance that they have is tremendous.
Oogink just misses the head there. A spinning kick to the head. She was going for the 4 points to tie it up, but she'll lose a point instead. And now with a 5-point gap. And Oogink looks as if she's running out of steam here. She's tried so hard in this match. There'll be a Kyungo there for running away.
Yep. Tries the spin.
The spin kick, and that just shows how tired she is. She just ends up in a crumpled heap on the floor, trying to spin. And Rados has just done an absolute number on her here. Oogink is complaining to the referee, complaining to anybody who'll listen.
Yeah, Reshmie Oogink indulging in a bit of refereeing there.
And I'm afraid Eva Rados has absolutely done a number on you here. She'll take a Kyungo for that. That doesn't matter to her. She's going to win this by... Oogink can't even get the... Well,
it's exhausting. Taekwondo is one of the most physically tiring sports. Boxing is one of the toughest. We've seen the wrestling here in the Crystal Hall Arena, but Taekwondo, in terms of exertion, is absolutely exhausting. Physically, mentally, emotionally, it takes everything you've got.
Well, I really like this Eva Rados. She's only 19 years old, but she is a smooth operator, and the Croatians have found another female here. We were talking about the Zaninovic sisters. Of course, one of them took a gold here, and Croatia looking for their second gold. Eva Rados wins that comfortably. And Reshmie Oogink, the #2 seed, is out.